Hi everyone, my name is Andrew Belolofsky for People Inventing Motion Pictures. My phone number is 614-257-8123. We appreciate your viewership on our YouTube channel and we'd like to welcome you back. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about a movie that I took a look at the other day. It was a biopic comedy on Netflix that just came out, and it was recently made in 2018. It's called A Futile and Stupid Gesture. It stars David Mole, and he narrates the whole story. And basically, it's about the up and coming of National Lampoon and their whole media empire and how they got started. And the story is really similar to kind of the story and setup that they had of the Facebook movie that came out a few years back. The social media experiment, I believe it was what it was called. But the way the story begins, it's a kind of a tragic one if you really look at it. It starts with a funeral, and they even say it in the movie. This is not the best way to start the film. It's sort of like a documentary documenting Douglas Kenney and how he ended up starting National Lampoon and how he got so successful to ultimately his demise and unfortunate death at the age of 33. So the film, it is a very good film. It has a lot of humor into it and a lot of sometimes slapstick comedy, but you can really see it does a great job at portraying the rise of National Lampoon, how they got started, and really all the rejection that they got and what they had to do to get someone to say, yes, I want to publish that magazine. Basically, if you don't know what National Lampoon is, it's a humor magazine that was started in the 1970s and ran up until, I think, the early 1990s. So the film, it is a good film, but you got to watch it to see how they really got their start. I recommend it. It has great casting choices. Doug Mole was part of the cast, and then there's a series of other cast members, very talented. Shameless's Emmy Rossum was a part of the film. It was very interesting to see her in that type of a role, to play a girlfriend of Doug Kenney. It has a tragic ending of the story, ultimately, but I'm not going to ruin it for anybody who does want to watch it. I do recommend it. It's a great film. The way the concept for National Lampoon, which I found was interesting, was that it started out as a Harvard fraternity. There's a Harvard Lampoon is what they called it, and it was interesting to see how two people came together to really make something big out of it. And but when you have that much success, other things transpire and transport, and sometimes you just kind of lose it. And the film does a great job at documenting that. It is probably one of those films that you want to not watch with your children. It's more mature in content, so I would recommend you checking it out if you would like to. It's a funny film. If you like those types of films, it's definitely right up your alley. Check it out. A lot of good cast and characters. So I'm Andrew Belolofsky for People Inventing Motion Pictures. 614-257-8123. Thanks.